Skinning and cooking a small animal. By the end of this lesson, the cadets shall be expected to participate in a discussion on skinning and cooking a small animal. It is important for cadets to understand how to skin and cook a small animal in a survival situation. Along with feeding the body, cooking also relieves boredom. Alright, so third snare location. And it took a while, but we finally got one. So, caught him in a good trail. So what I'll do is I'll take him into the garage and get him ready, and the next step is going to be showing you guys how to clean one of these, right? Alright, so we're back inside. We brought the bunny in just to warm it up a little bit. That way you can move it around a little bit more. And we're gonna do a field dressing. This method here is good. You don't get any blood, and you don't actually have to get into the gut sac at all. So there's no dirt or any of the intestines that get onto the meat, and you end up with about 80 to 90% of the meat anyways. So it's a good clean method to use. Alright, so first thing is you take your knife. You can actually do most of this by hand, but make an incision right near the legs. Okay. That. Basically, we want to take the skin off of this guy. Comes off actually very easily. Right. Then we'll just keep it going around the belly. Just basically rips right off. Okay. We do want to get to a point where we're almost like taking a sweater off of this guy here. That stuff over here. Should come off a little bit better than this. Came off just like a sweater. I wonder if it's better when it's thawed more. See that it's definitely been injured on its back. Different colored fur here. It's almost like a patch is regrown. One of the first rabbits that we snared, we got one, and coyotes got to it before we could go find it in the morning. All we found was a broken wire and a lot of tracks around too. So this one here we got there in time. I have a very understanding wife that lets me clean a rabbit inside. That. Okay, so basically, we've got majority of the fur off. We haven't entered the gut sac at all here, alright? I've got very little blood on me. So I'm just going around here, grabbing most of this meat from the hind leg, cutting right to the bone here. Okay. Basically twist. There's the hind leg. Snaps right there. You don't want to do that with your knife because you'll dull it. All right. We have little tiny legs at the front, almost the size of a chicken wing, really. So that can be saved. There's some good meat there. Front, make a cut like that. That's that. Okay, and now we haven't even cut into the gut pile, right? So we're good. It's fairly clean. We've got a little bit of blood there. Now we want to make an incision down the spinal column. If you have a sharper knife, it might be easier as well, right? This is the knife that I would have with me in the field. So you keep cutting down the rib cage. All right. Oh. Cut into the gut pile. Very nice piece of meat right there. That's the tenderloin there. There you go. There's definitely more meat on the rabbit, but you've got enough here to definitely feed a person. Maybe a couple, you know, if you've got other things to go with it. Alright. And we've got about 80% of the meat off the animal. The rest of that goes back to nature, right? The animals will eat that. Coyotes, crows. You don't want to waste any of that, right? Return it back to Mother Nature. So that's it. That's a very quick field dressing of a rabbit. Nice clean version without getting too messy. So that's it for now. Alright, so this is what we ended up getting. So a good bowl full of meat here. A little bit of bones left in the legs, and the two pieces off the back. So great little harvest here. Okay, we're out in the backyard. We're going to try cooking some rabbit over our ember-lit stove and with minimal ingredients. Alright, so as if you were in the field, having to get some protein in you and eating a rabbit. Put our little stove together first. Beautiful day. I think it's like -5. Awesome day to be playing outside. So we finally got our first rabbit. There'll be two cooking methods shown on the video. The gourmet method inside a kitchen with lots of ingredients, and the field method, which is what we're doing right now. Figure that most people would put at least a package of Mr. Noodles in their bug out bag or their day bag. Right? So that's nice and easy to carry. All I brought out today is just the actual chicken broth mix. So we'll get some water boiling and just add some broth and boil the meat, so that way it's ready for us to eat. I promise one day I'll make a video about making a fire with improvised methods, but for right now I just keep cheating. Is it really cheating? Why not bring us a lighter and matches with you when you're out in the field? Little Stanley kit. Still pretty impressed with this thing. Got about 20 ounces in there. So I brought along 2 front legs of the rabbit, alright, just to demonstrate the field cooking, and I brought along also a little bit of chicken broth, chicken stock. We'll add that now. It's just going to add a bit of flavor to our water. It's very easy to carry too, right? So there's no reason why you wouldn't have something like that in your day bag. My little stirring stick. Smells delicious already. Alright, so water is boiling, and add a little bit of meat in there. Make sure you always bring your trash back out. Tracks in, trash out. See what it looks like? Oh yeah, we got a good boil on now. A little fire going. Chicken wing, really. So you get some edible protein, but boiling it like this definitely makes it tough. I don't really taste the chicken broth, but I don't think I would waste any of that soup mixture. Any of the water that's boiled there with the chicken broth and whatever's come out of the rabbit, I think I would just drink that as a warm drink also. So definitely edible. Needs a little bit of flavor. Come on. Looks exactly like a chicken wing. This would be awesome broth. Drink that as a warm drink. Warm you right up. Good stuff. So we're back. Now we're going to be preparing the rabbit in a kitchen environment. So this would be for a family meal. All right. Definitely have some delicious ingredients to mix with this time around. So we've got our rabbit that's been processed here. All right. So we got about half a stainless steel bowl. Got plenty of meat there. We're going to use some olive oil. Some basil pesto, some minced garlic, some small cherry tomatoes diced up, and we'll start off with some bacon, just add a little bit of fat in there. Rabbit meat has no fat whatsoever, alright? So we'll start prepping that, and we're going to be serving that mixed with some pasta, alright? Got the bacon and the garlic in there so far. There's the rabbit meat. The meat was all deboned this morning. Got them on that on a medium low setting. Try not to make the meat all chewy. Gonna add the basil pesto. Alright, so strain the pasta. Capellini. The thinnest pasta we got anyways. Add that into with the mix on a low medium heat. And mix that around. Full of flavor. So, what do you think of your lunch?
I think it tastes great. Very tasty.
Okay, so first time that I'm actually eating gourmet rabbit. Is it better to say rabbit or bunny?
Rabbit.
What makes you feel less bad?
Rabbit.
The pasta's al dente, and the rabbit is good. You know, you add enough bacon and garlic, anything will taste delicious. Thanks for watching. It is important for cadets to know how to clean and cook an animal when they are in a survival situation. As well as helping cadets fend for themselves, cooking provides nourishment and relieves boredom.
Down the road I go. Go.